G'day, welcome to Where's Wally Camping. So, today we're going to be camping in the backyard. I'll put some stuff up and what we will be using today, if we use it out in the field, there's some pretty big stuff, so we're going to have to take the trailer as well if we use all this out in the field. Anyway, let's get to it. Yeah, well, first of all will be the 4.5 by 3 metre gazebo. Let's get that up there. Okay, so as you can see, the bigger the gazebo is, a little bit more difficult to put up by itself, but it can be done. Right, next is the stretchers and the slag. Right, so now it's time for the stretchers for the swag. So we'll get them done. These are the twin Wanderer stretchers, or a double stretcher that zip together. And they add up to 1,500 wide, which is suitable for my Dune Titan double swag, which is also 1,500 wide. Now I would say, if we were to use this setup for my wife and I away from home, that we would have to take the trailer, because this big gazebo and the big swag and the stretchers is probably just a little bit too much for the ute. You just got to remember what side the zip's on, so you don't put it around the wrong way. No goody, this one zip is in the right spot. All right, the fun part of stretchers is getting this last leg in. Hey. This stretcher's pretty new too, so makes it a bit more difficult to get on. Of course, this always happens when you're doing a video. You're not doing a video, they just go straight on like a hassle. Getting there? And got it. Centre it up. Length, width-wise. So it's sort of in the middle. So you probably can't see it over there, but there's a zip in the middle, which you zip these two together on this particular queen size stretcher. I find the bars on this particular model don't protrude as much in the middle, which makes it a bit more comfortable. And I also have a little cheek, which also makes it a little bit more comfortable without the center bar intruding as much. And now, can I get the zip on this one the right way around? Let's have a look. Okay, I turned around. I think it's this way. Actually, no, it's the other way. We'll both zip together. The zip on the stretcher is not on the same side as the other one, unfortunately. Let's see if this one gives me as much trouble as the other side. It's starting to look a bit that way. No, not quite as bad. All right, so get them together. Some people like swags on the ground. And don't like stretchers. But in winter, having a stretcher makes it warmer. You haven't got the cold ground protruding under. All right. Yeah, we're just getting the zip together. Just doesn't want to play the game either. At the moment, almost there. And there we go. There we are. So, here's my little teat that works with every queen size stretcher that has a bar down the middle. Most of them do. What we do now, or what I do now, let's get some single self-inflatable mats for each side. And then when you get the swag on top, there's an extra barrier there. To keep it a bit more even. I've got two different sorts of mats. Probably work better if you got the same sort. But it works anyway with the different ones. Pre-add them. Right. Now it's time for the swag. Okay, so swag time. This is the June XTM June big Titan swag, queen size. So this, I think I said it before, this, the gazebo, the stretchers. We would need to throw some in the trailer because ute's not quite long enough. Or buy a bigger ute. Don't know if I can come my wife under that. We do have a three-piece swagger or a four-man tent. Then we can put some, decent mats in it. Got a Empire Monster mat, a Darchi air mat, self-complaining mat, both of them. And they're quite comfortable to sleep on. And especially the tent takes up a lot less room than a swag does. I like this. I think it's just a small grade above the old King's Big Daddy swag. I think it has better poles and a better mattress. It's particularly quite comfortable when we set up like this on the two self-inflating mats. However, I did pinch the King's bag out of my old Big Daddy for the post and centre post. And the poles seem to be, to me, a little bit better as well. Still got to be careful with them. You don't want to get to a campground and break a pole, in which case, previous video, I usually take the four-man tent as a backup, just in case. Because the mattress out of this will fit into that. So make sure the little bits are fully together. And centre the pole when you go to bend it up. Put the other side in. Make sure that's pretty centred. And you shouldn't have too many problems. It'd be funny if I break a pole now, wouldn't it? Okay, that's that one then. Let's have a look. Make sure it's pretty well centered. Which I think it is. And do the clips alternatively from the bottom up. Oh, it's pretty close. Get the other end done. This by no means my favourite swag. If I was to recommend any brand to anybody, it would be 23-0. It's worth paying a bit extra for a bit more quality, as I've seen before. If you follow my videos, for a single swag, one of the ones I like is, I most like, is the crash pad one. Got that second hand. It's a good swag. But once again, 23-0, also very good. Come on, in you go. Alright. Center the sleeve up as good as you can. And keep up the ends. Right, that's pretty well centered as well. Alright, then the center pole. Make sure you get them through both eyelets. Both sides of the eyelet. So it pokes through. Okay, that's through both ends. When you stretch these centre poles, you don't need to get it as tight as you can. You just get them taut. Then you lock it up, put on the top clips. And then peg out the end ropes. As you can see, if you're putting a queen size swag up, the 4.5 by 3 metre gazebo gives you a little bit of room, or quite a fair bit more room, so you can have a seating area and all that, especially if it rains. The Big Daddy swag and this swag is $15.50. The stretchers are $1,500, so it will overhang a bit, which isn't a bad thing if it's raining, especially if you haven't got a gazebo to put it under. Otherwise, you'll get a wet bum. There you go. It's pretty good. All right, one more part to show you, just to make it a little bit nicer. Yeah, so right, this will just make it a little bit nicer over there. Sorry about my coughing. Too many cigarettes. Should give it up. So, that's a nice little setup. Got the little floor there, and as you can see with the slightly bigger gazebo, there's still enough room for us to put table and chairs and a little stove there. Anyway, I'm going to sleep in that tonight, and we will see you next video. Thank you.